I appreciate my promotion to the Republican establishment. Maybe that'll help me get a reservation at the Trump Hotel, where the lobbyists and the members of Congress gather to eat overpriced steaks and put the money directly into the president's pocket. That seems to me pretty much where the Republican establishment is today. If Donald Trump and the Republicans lose on Tuesday, and if they lose badly, it's not going to be because of the left, whatever that means. It's not because of the 50 Antifa black mask guys who roam around the United States breaking windows and committing mayhem, most of whom are probably paid police informers. Donald Trump is going to lose because a lot of people who voted Republican in every election since 1984, especially women, are going to say, enough. This is not me. This is not America. And across Europe, one of the things that needs to be borne in mind through all of these so-called populist parties across Europe, none of them are quite ever able to get an actual majority of the vote. They get stuck at about 1/3. And the secret of their power is not democracy, not to win elections, but to manipulate the political process, to manipulate the media process, to break institutions, to take over courts, to corrupt media, in order to exert power in anti-democratic ways. And that is indeed what Donald Trump has been doing in the United States, slowly corroding institutions. He is not a popular figure. Populism is not popular. Populism is the art of subdividing the country and excluding much of the nation from the rest of the nation in order to justify the authority of some. We are here tonight to talk about where the future is going. And we are here, I'm going to ask you for a little bit of an act of faith, not just to wear these, but to think about what they mean, the sacrifice that earned them. We wear these to remember people who shouldered arms at a time when things seemed a lot more hopeless than they do now, a lot more frightening than they do now. 1940, 1939, things seemed worse, and the people we were up against seemed more dangerous, and the forces of good seemed more divided. But they prevailed, and so will we. Liberal democracy is stronger than it looks because human kindness and decency are stronger than they look. The cruel always think the kind are weak. But they're going to discover that loyalty and patriotism, these are tremendous resources, and they are going to begin to be felt more and more. It's been 5 years of a losing hand for those who believe in the things that I do and that I hope that many of you do. Whatever our party identification, whatever you call yourself, if you believe in free trade, if you believe in a free society, if you believe in an executive that's accountable to the legislature, if you believe in honest government, if you believe that the head of government shouldn't steal and do business on the side and shouldn't be beholden to Vladimir Putin, if you believe those things, it's been 5 tough years. But at another dark moment, another great American president, Franklin Roosevelt, said, history has recorded who fired the first shot, but in the end, all that will matter is who fires the last shot. And on this one, the future belongs to the people who cherish the future. Not to the people who are despoiling it, not to the people who are indifferent, not to the people who are out for advantage, not to the people who know what they are against and can only tell you how to wreck, but to the people who actually have answers to the challenges that we as democratic societies face. The challenge of dealing with concentrated wealth, the challenge of making sure that economies grow faster, environmental challenges, the challenges of effectively and fairly governing a multi-ethnic society, the challenges of building ways that men and women can live together on terms of respect and equality. Those challenges, the people have answers to them. The answers will always beat the non-answers. Something positive will always beat something dark. That is something, anyway, that I believe and that I ask you to believe. I think we are going to see, when all of this is done, that the people who have done the right thing will be able to look back on their records with pride, and the people who have done the wrong thing will not. And that the answers tonight on the other side of this aisle are heading to something that George Bush, for whom I work so memorably, called history's graveyard of discarded lies. I ask you to vote against the resolution, but above all, for your faith in yourselves, in what you've built, in a better world, in a world based on mutual respect, not on the domination of some by others.